Hey everybody, Jim Malone here from Dallas Trading Floor. Well, how would you like to make an 11% yield for doing absolutely nothing? Well, everybody has money in savings accounts and they make 5% at the very best. But I want to show you a technique that you can use that will create a lot better yield with tremendous safety. And that is the world of covered call ETFs. They're very, very new, but this is a strategy that I've been using for years to generate income. And now they have it in an ETF form. So it makes it really easy. You just buy the ETF and let the dividends flow into your account. Let me kind of show you the idea. This is how a covered call works. Basically, what you do is first you buy 100 shares of the underlying stock, and then you sell an option, usually at a monthly or a quarterly option, and then this option generates a premium. As the stock gets close, as the expiration date gets closer, the value typically of this option goes down. Because you have sold the option, you will be gaining an income there. Now, even if the price of the underlying stock does not go up, it just goes sideways, you'll be able to collect the premium. Now, why would you do this, and why would you invest this way? Well, basically what you're doing here is you're giving up the potential of a tremendous gain for a guaranteed underlying premium. So what these covered call ETFs do is they buy stock and then they sell options against them. And if the option is not called out, of course, they keep the premium. If the option is called, and what that means is that at the end of the expiration of the option, the call option, the price is exceeded, the strike price is exceeded. If that's the case, well, then they sell their underlying stock, typically for a profit, and they collect a premium. So in the worst case scenario, the stock goes down, well, they still collect the premium. So this is a very, very safe strategy. I've been using this for years, and as a matter of fact, this year, I've been using this very successfully on NVIDIA. As a matter of fact, I've generated almost 2/3 of the income that I've generated this year in the last 3 months using this very strategy. But the great thing about this ETF strategy is that you don't have to do any of the picking of any of the stocks. They do it all for you. Let me show you kind of the idea here. If you were to buy a CD, the best you could probably get would be 5%. And that is tremendous because considering what you could get normally on a CD, well, that's a very, very good number. But if you do the buy right, you can get probably at least 11% return, even if the stock goes sideways. And because they're doing this typically on the indexes, you've got even better coverage here. So here are 4 ETFs that do this strategy, and they've performed very, very well. The JP Morgan Equity Premium Income, JEPI, that's one of them you could take a look at. The Global X&P 500 Covered Call ETF, this is the XYLD. And then the 2 that I like the best are writing covered calls on the NASDAQ 100. This is obviously the Premier Growth Fund, and the underlying ETF would be called the QQQ, but this is a fund that writes options on the QQQ. Very interesting. The one I particularly like is this one here, the NASDAQ 100 Covered Call Growth Fund, QYLG. Now let's take a look at these 4 funds. As of today, I like this one the best, the QYLG. And the reason I like it the best is, first of all, the volume is up on this. It's getting discovered by a lot of investors. The price is up, but the dividends are exceeding 11% of this. So very, very good place. If you have to hold money for an escrow, for instance, I have a property tax escrow that I control, where I put in money every month from my renters. I have some rental properties, and then at the end of the year, I pay the tax, the property tax on it. Well, for a year, it sits in there and just accumulating, and I don't want to, I've had it where it's just, it's been less than 1%. So what I've done what I've started to do now is buy this covered call growth fund. So the QYLG is the one that I've been using, but there are other ones that are very good as well. This is just an idea that can help you increase the yield on funds that you're possibly holding for something else. If you like these kind of ideas, why not join Dallas Trading Floor for free? All you have to do this is to scan this QR code to my right. If you scan this QR code, it'll bring you right to our sign-up page for Dallas Trading Floor. And of course, this is free. We have a monthly and weekly newsletter that we send out. It's also free, and it gives you some trading ideas that I'm working on right now. I hope to see you as a new sign-up for Dallas Trading Floor.